All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 84 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially. One play, and he hits pay dirt.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL the same draft class. There's a lot of debate about who is going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. He's going to let one fly for Tate, and that's caught inside the 35. 39 yards there, a big one.
Well, Bart, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On the ready.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Who there? Who there? Tight yard, tight yard, tight yard. You draw Corker.
58, Mike. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. And 58.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Oh, what a juke into space. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Hey, Haywood.
Now Jones. Tate bringing it in for the Giant touchdown. Golden Tate, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. PAT up and good by Rosas. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be second down.
Set. 19. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Switch. Bang. 80 weapon. Bang. Come down. You got tape. 54. That's it.
Now Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
No timeout.
Out of the gun, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Letting one fly deep for... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games for the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the numbers between the two teams last year, he was over 1,000 for the 3rd time in 4 NFL seasons. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At their 48-yard line.
Set. 19. He's tired of you. He's tired of us. He's mine. 35's the mic. And what's that? And what's the ball?
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The run hasn't worked the last couple of plays. Now it's 3rd and 14. Watson. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Lamb. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 40. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Looking for Cooper. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st. On first down. Watson. That one complete. Talia.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Elliott. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Double time. We got 3. We got 9. 54. Switch gears. Check. Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield. Finds the mic.
From the red zone now, Watson. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
He will push his way down to about the 14. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Right there. 54 Mike. Hey, check. Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54.
To throw on 3rd down, Watson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Julian Love, the rookie from Notre Dame. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. He's got a first down past the 30. And all the way up to the 37-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Check 13. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Under 10. 10. Check.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 45-yard line. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Let's go, D.
Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
10-2, sir.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard
Go.
line.
I'm coming. Check 31.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And able to work his way down to the 16. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Hey, Charlie. You got double up. X3, 218, chopper. Let's go.
On second down now, Barkley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Hey, echo.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He completes it to Tate. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. A lot of eyes on Golden Tate this year to see if he can take over some of the production that OBJ had before he got shipped to Cleveland. You know, Beckham had 1,000-yard seasons 4 of his 5 years in New York. Golden Tate struggled at the end of last year in Philadelphia, but he had a really good run in Detroit, including 3,000-yard seasons in the middle of this decade. He'll get this up awfully close to a 1st down, but by the looks of it, might be a yard shy. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Caden Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants have taken the lead. You and I talk a lot about these special teams and how important those can be. That comes into play here. The defense, not very alert.
And this is something you work on all the time as a defender. Always saying, alert, be ready for the fake. But sometimes you fall asleep anyway.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And here we go. Like 22.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. Cooper was the intended target. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
Jones now throwing to start the drive. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Golden Tate with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Now Watson operating from the gun. Connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin.
I got you, boy.
And he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Gator. One. No gain on this defense. No gain.
Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4.
Snap.
Now Jones. Following a fumble recovery, he'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Here we go, D. All day, defense.
Looking to throw. Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 46. And Rosas puts this one through. And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we... Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
58, boy. 58, Mike.
Back to throw. Jones. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
second to 10.
Hey, yeah, okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. And plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They check second to 10.
Hey,